Hello, we are a Korean couple living in Germany. My name is Yebeer, and today my bucket list is coming true. We are going to Oktoberfest. In Korea, there are many beer festivals inspired by Oktoberfest, like Namhae German Village Beer Fest and the Jeonju Craft Beer Fest. I've been to few of them, but this time we are finally here at the original and the world's biggest beer festival. I've always dreamed of coming here, and honestly, when else will I get the chance if not while living in Germany? Munich is about 7 hours away from where we live, Aachen, so this time we're taking the DB train. It's my first time riding one. I've heard there are a lot of delays, but lucky us, only 5 minutes late. We got on the train around 7:45 a.m. from Aachen. We even booked seats, but they were backward facing. So we moved to empty seats instead. I was impressed that you can change seats directly from the DB app, and every seat shows how far the passenger is traveling. So organized. Next time, we might try without seat reservation. We sat in the Rue Berai quiet zone, and it was really peaceful. Maybe because Germans are tall, but the seat space felt huge. Also, neck pillows. 7 out of 7 recommend. German train trips are actually great. We had to transfer at Frankfurt to another train to Munich. At first, our train delay made the transfer look impossible, but slowly the delay decreased and we made it easily. Finally arrived in Munich around 1 p.m. Since hotels are super expensive during Oktoberfest, we booked a guest house about 30 minutes away from the venue. We found it on a Korean Airbnb style site, and it was perfect. Private bathroom, special room, and even breakfast included. About €160 per night. Pretty cheap for Oktoberfest week. But then, on the day we arrived, there was a terrorist threat. The Oktoberfest area was closed in the morning. We were so worried it'd be cancelled. But luckily, it reopened at 5 p.m., so we decided to take a nap first. We originally had a 3 p.m. reservation at Schottenhamel tent, but it got cancelled due to the closure. Still we thought, well, it's just two of us, we'll find a way. So we left our room around 4:30 and arrived just before 5. We were worried we'd get lost, but nope. We just followed people wearing lederhosen and dirndl. Everybody was already lining up, so we quickly joined the queue too. We didn't plan it, but it became our Oktoberfest up and run. They said it started around 5:30. Everyone was so excited. Someone behind us said, "It's so strange to see there is your music this empty." Then the gates opened. We rushed to the Schottenhamel tent. But wow, almost every seat was reserved. All these tables you see, all booked. Only about 8 tables in the corner were for walk-ins. We hesitated just a bit, and boom, others took them. We didn't give up. Each tent has a different vibe, so we ran to the next one, Hacker-Festzelt. This one had a few reserved seats, so we grabbed a nice spot right next to the band stage. I suddenly remembered, this is the sky tent I saw on Korean TV, famous for its painted blue sky ceiling and Insta vibe. Honestly, we got lucky. Even though it was spontaneous, this tent became our favorite. My husband later said Hacker beer was the best one. We ordered 1 mass beer each and a half chicken. Yep, pricey. €17.50 for chicken, €15.40 per beer. Soon, people started asking to share our table, so it filled up quickly. Classic Oktoberfest vibes. We always sit near the edge so we can move around easily. Good choice, especially when you need those toilet breaks once in a while. Around 6 p.m., the band started playing. We didn't understand all the lyrics, but even German songs were fun to dance to. They mixed in English songs too. Crowd went wild. People stood on benches waving mugs in the air. Everyone was laughing, singing, dancing. It was so fun. My husband was shy at first, but then some friendly guys pulled him in, shoulder to shoulder. Felt like we were all friends. We chatted a bit with the people next to us too. They asked, "So how do you like Germany?" I said, "We love it here." Then they laughed and asked, "Can you understand the German songs?" I replied, "Ein bisschen, just a little." They found it so funny. Next time I'll study harder so I can actually understand the lyrics. As time went by, it got even more fun. We thought about staying and ordering one more beer, but curiosity won. We wanted to try another tent. Around 8 p.m., we headed to Hacker-Festzelt, the one famous among foreigners. As soon as we walked in, yep, full of tourists. But since we're foreigners too, we felt right at home. They played more English songs, so it was easy to join in and sing along. Two kind Austrian guys waved us over and made space at their table. Such good vibes. Most people here weren't German. We met Italians, Ukrainians, Americans, Austrians. Even the German group behind us said it was their first time too. Everyone was tipsy, friendly, and happy, just complimenting each other nonstop. "You're so cute." And yes, I finally got one of those chicken hats. An Italian guy at our table gifted it before leaving. We visited two more tents on day 2, but honestly, these two were our favorite. Hacker-Festzelt, best mix of German plus English songs, great atmosphere. Oktoberfest, global party, we're all friends energy. Some Germans say Hofbräu feels too touristy, but for us foreigners, it was perfect. We got back to our place around 11:30 p.m., tried to be super quiet so we wouldn't wake our hosts. Tomorrow is Oktoberfest day 2. We are going to try some rice and visit 2 new tents. Can't wait! See you there! Cheers!